ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sail that sea.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah.
Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Will Lutz set to kick off. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First down, Mayfield. Open man is the tight end, Nick Ball. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Rams have got it back. In great position here as they get things started. They'll be let out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards.
Blazing start to the game for him. 4 plays, 4 passes, and look at him now, 1st and goal. Pretty good start.
Already down there. Now, they just don't want to settle for 3. See if they can put the final words in the script and knock it in the end zone.
Yeah, I just wonder what he's feeling out there right now, because it looks so locked in throwing the ball. I don't know if he's thinking it's like 7-on-7 in practice, or even something what we call routes versus air, where you just go through your game plan and your progressions, and there's no deep.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They give to Nixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, we got him by the cover. He just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Throwing is Hurts. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
A loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Hurts. And he's going to go down again. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And it's good to make it 14-0. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Finding its way to Boyle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And it's Cup. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29, Mayfield. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. This is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 16. A gain of 13. It's a first down. 2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Now Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 3rd down, Mayfield is right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score. But in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
A 5-yard loss leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. From the gun, Mayfield. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Mayfield now. That's complete right around the 8. And he's He's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
A 25-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
On first down, Hurts going for Metcalf. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, LA. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
And 7.
Mayfield to throw it. His pass incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out, sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense, kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Vikings 3.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
So here are the Rams to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got some space here. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. This will caught the 6. Touchdown, LA!
Los Angeles.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return here for Wright. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. Down in the air, now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
Mayfield's pass. Intercepted.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question is, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your pro? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
There they go, screen. It's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game. Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit before this game up the score.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
First and 10.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now Mixon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Vikings 3.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Mixon on the carry.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
1st and goal at the 2.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is the more...
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Down the middle of the field. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And this this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now White on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Devin Bush able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. A quick pass to Cup. The 40, 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Complete to number 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Going for Metcalf on the deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return, here's White. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. It's a foot race. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Pass set to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Now left side on the swing pass. He finds an opening past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
To DJ Chark. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Rams.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Touchdown.
And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he put it in one-handed. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And that'll be incomplete with
with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Metcalf once again the target, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. They almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Third down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught at the 25. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
62.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for L.A., their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now.
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain.